Hey everybody. So, I wanted to update, just trying to remember this time, I guess, and the lessons that I'm learning, because I'm learning lessons, even though you may not know it, I know that I'm learning lessons, and that's the important part. But I'm gonna rant, and if you don't want to hear it, if you don't want to hear me complain about what's going on in my life right now, this is not the video for you, because otherwise I'm gonna rant, and that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm sick still. Not to the point where I'm using the, breathing machine to try and breathe. I am down to just using my inhaler to get my lungs open. So I've had 3 puffs today, which is pretty good. Only 3 puffs is pretty good, but I'm still coughing. And I'm still, there's still a tightness in my chest. So my lungs may be damaged, but I don't know until I see the doctor. But I'm not going to be seeing the doctor anytime soon, just FYI. But I'm still sick on and off. And I have, good days and bad days. And I don't know if this is the new normal or not. There's such a thing as long COVID. I've said it before. We're beginning to suspect that I have long COVID or symptoms from COVID. Because I'm still nauseous on a regular basis. And the new thing since Wednesday has been no appetite. I'm hungry. I feel hungry, but I have no desire to eat anything. I go try to make something and I don't want to make it. I go try to buy something and I don't want it. I don't want chocolate. I don't want candy. I don't want pizza. I don't want nothing. I don't want anything. There's nothing that I want. And today was the most aggravating day as far as it's concerned because my friend Josh was in town. I haven't been out of Ellis County in 3 weeks. And I finally decided, I've been depressed, very depressed, especially about selling a Suburban. Never thought I would have to sell a Suburban, and I sold a Suburban. So, but it's moved, the Suburban's gone on to a better place where it's going to be driven and run through fields of poppy seeds. I don't know why I said that, but whatever. It's going to be driven on, it's going to go mudding, and it's going to do all the things that I always kind of wanted to do with it, but that somebody else is going to have the time to do. And so, that's nice, and that's really what it deserves. It's been a good truck to me and everybody else. So, there's other cars that are going to get sold. The Mercedes didn't get fixed. It's probably out the door. It's going to get punted out the door. The gray van's supposed to leave sometime this week, maybe, and I'll probably sell a pickup truck. I love that pickup truck, but I am in need of getting everything down to very basic things to minimize my responsibilities. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. But in the meantime, I'm still sick. And luckily the last 3 or 4 days I've been sick while there's been snow on the ground or while everybody was like, don't go out, But I'm still nauseous. I'm still not feeling well. And on top of that, I have no appetite. So, and it was weird today because we went like Friday I didn't eat all day, and finally when I did eat, I just made some macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes, or macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. I don't know why I said mashed potatoes, but macaroni and cheese and hot dogs, and could have cared less, The next day, yesterday, I had a hamburger and homemade French fries. And it wasn't that great. It was just bleh. I just meh, And then today, my friend Josh was in town. I hadn't been out of Ellis County in 3 weeks. So I went and picked him up from Weatherford and drove all the way to Dallas to go to a place called Terry Black's because he was craving Texas barbecue. So he's not from here. He's from Omaha. That's why he was craving Texas barbecue. Because he knows in his heart of hearts that the best barbecue is made in Texas. Anyway. So I drove him all the way to Dallas to go to Terry Black's. And we get there, and I'm standing in line, and I'm looking at all the sides. Green beans, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw. Just all this good stuff, And I'm looking at all this stuff going, I don't want any of this. And I just turned to him, and I just shook my head. And he goes, what? And I said, I don't want any of this. And he goes, what is wrong with you? And I was like, that's what I'm saying. I don't have an appetite. So I ended up ordering just something to eat, basically, which was And I could smell it, like we're standing there and the smell's like right in your face and it's just like, ugh, it's so good. And, and then you taste it and it's just fantastic and it's, and everything. But like from here down, I could care less if it ever arrives. I mean, if I had smelled it, tasted it, and spit it back out, I'd have felt the same. So, but we're standing there in some of the best barbecue in Dallas, in Texas, in all honesty. And I had like a little thing of macaroni and cheese. It was about that big. And I like the macaroni and cheese, but my stomach started hurting about halfway through lunch. And then I got like 2 little pieces of brisket that were about that big, that big or whatever, maybe like that, which was a quarter pound. And I got a quarter pound of turkey, which was about that big or whatever. And then they did the thing that fat people will understand, the perk of being fat, which is that sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, where they've come to the end of something, okay? And instead of throwing it away, they're going to give it to you. They will bestow it upon you. My good sir, please enjoy this free food. Compliments of me. I got you. Buddy. And it's like, so when I asked for the turkey, the guy had to go get another turkey breast and bring it out and slice it up so I had fresh piece of turkey. Because all I had left was the end, which was about this long, about that big, and about that thick. And so just as I'm getting ready to pick up my tray, I see him do he cuts up the thing, and I'm thinking, oh, he's going to cut it up, it's going to get turned into something else, like sent off somewhere. And he takes it, he collects it all up, and he puts it on my tray, and he's just like, you're welcome. And I'm just like, under normal circumstances, I would have been like, yeah, you the man. But I was just like, thanks. I sit down at the table, and Josh goes, are you going to eat that? And I was like, I can't. There's no way. So I tasted one piece because it's the end and I wanted to taste it. I do like burnt ends. And I thought maybe it'd be sort of kind of like a burnt end somehow. And it was turkey. It was smoked turkey. So I kept it. I just set it off to the side and I ate the brisket, ate the turkey, ate the mac and cheese, had a thing of sweet tea with it, little cup of sweet tea, about that big. And we took off. And I just wrapped the rest up, and I brought it home for the dog, and everything. And so I went off to see my mother, and we chit-chatted, and I had a good time with her, because we were messing with the tape player in her Lincoln. It's the Lincoln that I had, the town car, I gave it to my mother. And we were messing around with the tape player in the Lincoln, which I put on TikTok. And on the way home, it's been 8 hours since I ate. I'm like, maybe I should stop and get something. So curly fries or the potato wedges from Jack in the Box sounded good. So I swung through Jack in the Box, which was closed. And then I swung through Wendy's, which was open. Asked for extra crispy fries, and I got a junior bacon cheeseburger. And about halfway through the junior bacon cheeseburger, my stomach started hurting again. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to eat the rest of it. So I finished the burger. I tried about half of the fries or whatever. Just my stomach felt so bad. And so finally I opened the door to the priest and I just chunked the fries outside for the birds, and closed everything up, got back in the car, and just came home. And my stomach's just churning at this point. It's not happy, and it doesn't seem like anything that I put in it makes it happy. And on top of that, I just don't, aside from the taste and aside from the smell, I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat anything. And I don't know if this is the new normal or not, but we're 3 weeks into this, and I can't wait anymore to find out whether it is or not. So I'm just going to treat it like it is. And I'm just going to go back to work and just deal with this, as it comes. And if I get hungry for something, I'll get something. But I just don't know if it's coming back at all. So that's what's going on. Just sicker than a dog the last couple of days. Just not eat. I just can't eat right now. And everybody's concerned because they've never seen me not eat. And I'm a little concerned too. I'm just tired of being sick. It's like the COVID thing where you can't breathe, and then I can breathe, but now I can't see, and then I can see, but now I can't eat, and I'm just like, what is going on? And it's starting to really get to me. But it is what it is, right? You deal with the problems that you deal with as they come, and there's nothing else you can do except just try to move forward with what you have. So even though I'm going through hell, even though I feel like I'm emotionally burning at this point, Like, I'm going to be some, like, phoenix that rises from the ashes. Like, that's cliche as fuck, but whatever, that's all I got. You know, all I can do is keep going. All I can do is keep moving, and that's what we're going to do. So, tomorrow, one foot in front of the other. That's all it is. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'm sorry it's not a happy video, but it is what it is. And so, tomorrow, I'm going to go try to see if I can get fuel up to the carburetor on the 84 van. If not, I'm going to pull the carburetor off. And if I can, then I'm pull the carburetor off and try to figure out why it's not dumping fuel into the engine. And if not, then I've got to figure out why I'm not getting fuel. Or I might bypass the fuel pump and try to see if I can get fuel with the little fuel pump that I've got. But that's it. So, you guys know the drill. Keep shining side up. I'll see you down the road.